Hi all, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk about 9 films that I've watched over this last 7 to 10 days. So I've done quite well. So I've changed my schedule around. So I've tried watching films at certain times, and so far it's worked. So I've managed to watch at least 9 films. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to talk about the 9 films. It is across the board between physical media and cinema. I think it was cinema. Oh, I can't remember now. I'll have to double check. But yeah, either or. It's cinema or stream. It's one or the other. And I will rank the 9 films in the order that I liked to didn't like. Okay, so let's get into it. Right, so first up, we're going to start with The Conjuring. So first one in the franchise, first time watch for me, and this one stars Vera Farmiga, you know what I mean, and Patrick Wilson. So these two are a married couple in this film, and they are demonologists. So they go after the supernatural. So this actually starts off as an Annabelle film. It starts off because you see the Annabelle door. No spoilers. I'm going to do everything spoiler free. So if you haven't seen it, then I won't give nothing away. So yeah, basically they starts off with Annabelle doll, and then these two look into it, and I don't want to give anything away, but yeah, they look into it. Then it kind of go to 3 years later. It goes to, which is what the actual film is about. So we have the Perron family. So you've got husband and wife and 5 children, I believe, that move in. Now, when they move into this house, then supernatural things start to happen, and it is good. It is good, some of the bits that happen. And then basically they have to ask for help. They have to ask. So they go to the couple, they come into the house, and then they try and figure out what is going on. You know, if it's a possession that's about to happen, why is it happening? And it goes from there. And it's a good film. It is a good film. I really enjoyed this one. Like I said, never seen it before, but there was definitely some freaky moments in there. You know, especially they play this game. The kids play this game, and it is hide and clap. So one of them, whoever's looking or hearing, has to wear the blindfold, and then whoever's hiding has to clap. Now, yes, there was a couple of moments which was pretty good, and it had me, you know, it had me sort of not on the edge of my seat, but it definitely had me freaked out in some of the bits. It had me. But tell me what you thought of The Conjuring. For me, really enjoyed this one, and definitely would recommend it. And it was from 2013, this one. So it was the start of the whole universe, if you like, The Conjuring. So yeah, that was my first pick. Right, second up, we have got the 2014 Annabelle. So this came out a year after The Conjuring. So with this one, this follows a couple. John and his wife, his pregnant wife, Mia. So again, no spoilers. So what happens in this? So basically I'll give you the sort of start of what happens, the plot, if you like, of the film. So they've got a couple next door, and they get broken into and killed by these two. So it's a man and a woman go in and they kill the couple. Now we find out that these two are in some kind of extreme cult. We find out. They hear the noise, and they go over and have a look. Next thing you know is they are both in their house and they're attacking the two of them. Next thing, obviously, that you see fighting and everything. Police barge in and they basically kill the two of them. And what we see is the lady that was it, that is part of this cult. She was holding the doll, the Annabelle doll she was holding, and all you see is obviously the lady's dead, but her blood goes into the eye of Annabelle, and we basically go from there. I'm not going to give nothing away because then it will spoil it if you haven't seen it. So yeah, so the blood goes into the eye, and then the doll has now got this curse it's got. And after Mia has the baby, then this is when stuff starts to happen. Like, the doll's not like a Chucky doll where it wakes up, where it's alive and it starts moving. Doll is an actual doll, but you feel the evil from the doll. You feel, and things happen. There's supernatural stuff that happens off it. So it basically goes from there. It goes. It's a prequel basically to the Conjuring, because obviously the Conjuring it showed it right at the start. Then it went into its own storyline, and then this basically is what happened before the Conjuring. Is what happened. So what do I think of this film? It was okay at best. It was. Yeah, would I watch it again? Probably not. There was probably two good bits. That one good bit in particular, with all I'm going to say is the girl was walking towards the door and then something happens. Freaked me out. Did freak me out. I was kind of like, I didn't know what was going to happen, obviously. But it was a good scene. But bar that, yeah, it was kind of just, I wouldn't even say it was watchable. That would probably be a bit too generous watchable. But yeah, Annabelle. Tell me your thoughts on Annabelle. But yeah, not great. It was okay, but that's as far as I'd go with that one. So yeah, that's the second one. So next up, I watched Red Sonja. Now again, first time watch for me. I remember I vaguely remember the old school Red Sonja with Arnie. And back in the day, I liked it. Haven't seen it as an adult, so I can't really comment on that one. But I do have to rewatch it. So this is the new Red Sonja 2025. So this starts off with a young kid, Red Sonja, and she's in the village, or she's in with her community in the village, and everyone's doing their own thing. And you see barbarians basically rock up and they start tearing up the place. Sonja manages to escape, and then we go to the present, grown up Sonja. Now we've got rulers now. So a guy called Dragan, I believe his name is, and what was his missus' name? Anissa. So the two of them rule the land. They rule, and what they do, they basically get slaves and they capture Sonja. So she's now captured by them, and what they do for his entertainment, they do games. So they have to fight each other or fight against things that they have, basically. So she has to fight for her freedom. She has to fight, and everyone that's in there. So that's basically the story of that. Now, yeah, I didn't really get on with this one. Yeah, with good fight scenes. I mean, it was watchable. That's probably as far as I'd go with that one. I wouldn't watch it again. I wouldn't watch it. It was a kind of one and done. But yeah, I mean, if you've seen it, let me know. But yeah, it just wasn't for me, this film. So yeah, there we go. Short and sweet with that one. Red Sonja. Give me your thoughts. Right, next up, we have got the 1986 version of Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Now, I'll be honest, I ain't going to spend much on this film. Well, talk much about this film. Now, this is, it's 13 years after the the original one, and it's a complete switcheroo. And I did watch the extras, and they did say they wanted to sort of flip the storyline, not make it the same, and I get it, but this was so bad. I mean, it was bad. I mean, I know there's a following. There's a following for every film. You know, it doesn't matter how bad the film is. There's always a following for a film, and this is no exception. I know there's a following. I know people get something out of this film, but for me, it was crap. It was bad. I mean, I can't. There was you've basically got a horny Leatherface in this one, and at first I did chuckle at first, and then after I was kind of like, mate, he just wants to he just wants to get down with this girl basically, because he started helping her out, and then he'd flip out, and yeah. Then you got Dennis Hopper in here. Obviously, Dennis Hopper is in here, and he's hunting them down like Leatherface and the family in this. It's all in this underground amusement park, and he's hunting them down, and yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, the start was just, yeah, the two guys in the car driving, and one of the kids is just shooting at signs with his glasses. At first I thought it was funny, and then, yeah, no, won't be watching this one again. This was bad. But give me your thoughts. I know there's people out there that like it, but not for me. Just not for me. It's yeah, not the one, that one. So that was Texas Chainsaw 2. Okay, next up we have got Nobody 2. So same cast. So we got Hutch Mansell and his wife Becca. We've got, and this starts off the same as the first one, where he's getting interrogated by the police. I'm sure that's how the first one started as well. And then obviously you see him all battered and bruised, and they're asking him questions, what happened and everything else. And then we go back and we see him basically working as an assassin, taking up contracts and doing the jobs. But by doing these jobs, he's putting his family life, it's not great. So he's basically getting further apart from his family. So what happens here is he sees this advert for a holiday in Plummerville, and it brings back memories for him, because that's where his old man used to take him when he was a kid. So he was like, that's a great idea. I will take my family to Plummerville. So he suggests it to his family, and they go to this place for a holiday. Now he's told his missus that work is out there. Obviously she knows what he does, that no work intended. He goes, just go out there, have fun and enjoy the holiday. Obviously that's not going to happen, is it? He gets there and it's basically a corrupt place. So you've got dodgy people at the fairground, you've got a crime lord, and do you know what, I didn't know that was Sharon Stone. I haven't seen a Sharon Stone film for a long time. I used to love Sharon Stone back in the day with her films. And I did not, I'll be honest, I did not recognise her at first. And I was like, is that Sharon Stone? Lo and behold, it was Sharon Stone. It was. So yeah, didn't know she was in it. Very good in this. She was very good. So yeah. So there's basically dodgy people at this place. Sheriff's he's you know, they're all connected together, and it goes from there. So you if you've seen the first Nobody, it's the same sort of thing. All out action, great fighting across the board, great fun. I really enjoyed this one. Better than the first one. I liked them both, so I can't. I mean, I'd have to watch the first one again to see, but I can't. If I had to put one above the other right now, I can't, because I've seen this recently. I really enjoyed it. Can't really fault it. You know, I can't remember how long it was. under 2 hours. Was it just under 2 hours? It could have been. But yeah, great fun. But yeah, let me know if you've seen Nobody 2. If you preferred the second one to the first, or vice versa, 1 to number 2. But they're both fun films. Like I say, John Wick-esque. He's just, you know, some hard nut on the loose, killing bad guys. So great fun, great fun. Definitely recommend Nobody 2. So yeah, that was my next one. Right, next up we have got a Nicolas Cage film, and it is Drive Angry. So he plays John Milton is his character, and we've got the girl in here, Amber Heard is it, who plays Piper. So what's this about? So this is he basically gets together with this waitress. She's a waitress, Piper. She is having her own issues, like where she works at a restaurant, manager's a bit of a dick, so she leaves, goes home, finds her other half cheating on her. So she nicks his car, his muscle car, and she ends up getting together with John, that's his Nicolas Cage's character, ends up getting together with him, and then they go on this sort of journey to find this cult. Basically, these bad people, if you like, who want to basically unleash hell on earth. And yeah, again, great fun. Action, great fun, nice cars, good shootouts, some funny bits in there, especially with the lady at the bar. Like, again, don't want to ruin it, but obviously his character meets the lady at the bar. They end up back in the room, and then things go down, bad guys break in, and it's all going. That was that whole scene. If you know the scene, message me up, just put comments and let me know. But I thought that scene was really funny. It was a great scene, made me laugh through that. So yeah, Drive Angry, another fun watch, this one. Okay, next up we have the 2010 A-Team. Now, I know, right, it's going to depend what side of how old you are. I guess if you grew up with the A-Team, if you never watched the A-Team series of the A-Team and watched just this. Now, I've seen different opinions. I know the people that love the A-Team, not so keen on this, and the people that never seen the A-Team really like this. Now, for me, I grew up with the A-Team as well. Love the A-Team. And it's the second time I've seen this film. Now, I'm going to put my A-Team sort of hat off, just off, and just see this as it is. Just a film on its own. I know it's called the A-Team. So yes, the characters, B.A., Murdoch, Face, Hannibal. So you got the full characters. I think I had a good time with this. I'm not saying it's a great film or anything. It was fun. It was action packed. And yeah, I did have fun with it. So what's the story about? So they're after these plates. They get framed when they go to when it goes all wrong. They all get framed. Then their commanding officer dies. Yeah, again, no spoilers if you haven't seen it. Dies. They end up going to prison. Then they get a bit of help for them to come out. Then you've got Jessica Biel, his character, who believes that they are bad and they are the cause of what's going on. So it's the matter of these lot proving their innocence, and they've been framed. And Jessica Alba's character is trying to basically get them to put them back in prison. So, like I said, I had fun with this one. It's about I think it was about 2.5 hours to be fair. It didn't feel that long. I'll be honest, it didn't feel 2.5 hours. It didn't feel. Like I said, I thought it was okay, and I do love the 80s series. So, you know, but give me your thoughts on the 18. Me, I thought it was okay. I thought it was fun, action. But yeah, there we go. That's the 18. Right, so the next film, this is the 8th film, and it is 1979 version of, well, the original version of the Amityville Horror. Now, it's the 4K version, just to show you. Just show you the quick, let me show you. You got your 2 discs, 4K and your Blu-ray. So if you've seen the Amityville films over the years, then you know about, you know, the story. I'll give you a quick recap. DeFeo Jr. killed all his family in the house with a shotgun, and then he went, did he go to a psych ward after that? Said the house made him do it. And then a year later, the Lutz family move in. So George and Kathy Lutz move into the house, and then they start to experience the paranormal, if you want to call it that, where you start to see flies in the bathroom, voices, you hear voices, and then George, you can see he starts to change as a person as well. He starts to change. So, and then they try and get the priest to come and bless the house, but he's quickly escorted out. He's not wanted in there. So yeah, so that's the story about a house. We all know the Amityville story. I mean, this was okay. I think that's as far as I'd go. I prefer the remake with Ryan Reynolds. I thought there was more to it. Whereas this, like, compare the two, where Ryan Reynolds, like, his character was, you can see how, like, you know, with the red eyes, and you can see his transformation. But when he left the house, he felt better. Whereas in this, even when he left the house, he was still not right. So it felt like the house kind of controls them, even if they're outside, i.e. like the priest and that as well. Whereas the remake, you have to be in the house for it to affect you. So that was the big difference I got from the two, because I hadn't seen this in, I can't remember how long. So just rewatching it, it was okay. It was, I wouldn't watch it again. If I had to go to an Amityville, I'll go to the Ryan Reynolds version, because I really like that one. But give me your thoughts between this one and the other one. But that was my take on this version of Amityville Horror. Right, last but not least, we have got Clint Eastwood in Escape from Alcatraz. Now, this was a 1979 film, and he plays a character called Frank Morris. And basically he is a bank robber, and he has escaped from prisons before, and they send him to Alcatraz, where you can probably imagine is impossible to escape. So he goes in there and he starts to make bonds with a few people, and he plans his escape. Now, this was all in 1962, I believe. This was all. And the Alcatraz prison, as far as I'm aware, closed down for good, I think, a year later. But I'm not too sure if it was because of this, or if it actually was for the running costs of the actual prison itself, if it was something more internal, because as far as I'm aware, I think it was expensive to run, and I don't know if the supply was good, the water supply, so I don't know. I've kind of read bits on it, but I'm not 100%. But this film, watching it, I thought it was a first time watch, this film, but watching it, when I did watch it, there was bits of it that I just remembered. So I've definitely seen this before, but years ago. But I really enjoyed this film. Very good film. I just like the way of the plan of the escape, and obviously the friends he makes inside, and he has to sort of work with them and make a plan on how to escape. And really good. really good, this one. I mean, did they ever find them? No. I mean, as far as the story is, the authorities just said that they drowned, that they died, they never made it to the other side. But who knows what actually happened? I mean, we'll never know. Only the people, I guess the close people to them, will know if they ever made it out. Unless any of you know, then put it in the comments if anyone actually knows what actually happened after the event of the escape. But yeah, great film, really like this film. If they do make a 4K of this, or if there is a 4K of this, I will probably get this, because I'll definitely watch this one again. So yeah, that is Escape from Alcatraz. Right, so before I wrap this video up, I'm just going to give you my order of these 9 films. So last place, you won't be surprised, is Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Crap, no good, never watch that again. 9th. 8th, not far behind, to be honest, Red Sonja. Never watching that again, didn't feel it, not for me. 7th, to be fair, 6 and 7 I've probably put par. So I'll put Annabelle and the Amityville Horror. So which way around? I mean, at the moment I'll put Annabelle 7th and Amityville 6th, but if you switch them, it'll make no difference. Then at 5th, fun film, Drive Angry. I thought it was fun. 4, A-Team. Again, I could probably switch those 2 around as well. They were both fun. They were both. And then number 3, I put Nobody 2. That was good. That was fun. 2, Escape from Alcatraz. Very good. But number 1, because I do like horror films, The Conjuring, the first Conjuring. Great film. For me, yeah, my number 1 pick for these watches. But give me your thoughts. Tell me what you think. And, you know, if you like all of them, if you like some of them, if you think they're all crap, just comment me up. Let me know. But that's it. Hopefully I didn't go on for too long. I tried to sort of, you know, because it was 9 films, I didn't want to talk too long on each film. So I tried to knock it right down, especially if I didn't like them. But give me your thoughts in the comments. All comments welcome as always. I'll always reply. Hit the old sub and thumbs up button if you do like what I'm doing. And I guess I will, yeah, we'll see you next week again. All right. Have a good week. Have a good weekend. And see you at the next. All right, guys. Take care. See ya.